We got into that one about like 4 or 5 and about maybe 8 or 9 o'clock that night. My heart almost dropped. As that thing pushed out, it's like, woo, you. And I held on to this thing. I mean, what I wasn't realizing, man, you're safe. Just relax. And people were screaming, and I'm thinking, they must be crazy. Well, we finally got there, got into some of the shows, and we, you know, it was like 2, 3 in the morning. We saw the Mickey Mouse. They had a parade in the morning, and we didn't get back home till. In fact, we never left Disney night until about 6 o'clock the next morning.
Oh yeah.
Got back to Miami. We slept on the road, stopped part of the way at some whatever, lay by, we slept, and then we finally got back to Miami.
So was the experience at Disney World what you thought it was going to be?
Yeah. But it was much more than what I thought it was going to be.
It was much more than what you thought it was going to be.
Because we got a tour of all these science places, look at that. I mean, I had heard about this place, but not in depth. But it was like, wow, my whole world just opened up.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I've never been back before there again. I hope I go back, but I ain't too certain about these high stuff, man. Not too sure about getting some of these rides, but you know, it's all part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went back. So when I came back here to study this time, I came to New York. And from New York, we traveled, got on this little plane. Maybe about 6 to 8 people were in it, making a lot of noise between New York and Pittsburgh. And when I got to Pittsburgh, man, I tell you, this was a huge airport. So for me, it was like, my little airport, you just fly down, you see people, you wave to them. Got to Pittsburgh, it's like forever, man. Gotta be dragging, and I had a lot of stuff. So I didn't realize how important it was to carry as little stuff as possible.
Yeah.
I've been dragging them. Yeah. Or maybe I should tell you while I'm doing this. I'll tell you one instance what I had. When I first came to the States, my wife and other people were coming. It was November, and they told me it was going to be cold. I said, my brother is there. If it's cold, November, yeah, somewhere in November near Thanksgiving, wherever, he would bring jackets for me and get me covered up. Well, they insisted that I be properly clad before I got on the plane. So I had on a winter jacket, one of those thick ones.
Yeah.
I had sweater. Listen, man, when I came, or when I was in the line, I was sweating. It's like crazy. And in the line, you know, since you're coming from Jamaica, man, it's like, well, you know, I know I look back and see why they did it. While I was coming up, one of the immigration officers came up to me and said, immigration. Okay. I knew what was going on. The truth is, I'm from Jamaica. I'm coming to Kingston. This was a time when it's in the 80s, okay? A lot of drug is trafficking between Jamaica and New York and America. And when this guy took me out of the line, I knew what he was looking for. But I didn't have any stuff. I just finished preaching the Sunday morning, I had my Bible right on top of my stuff, and I just walked in. He took me out, took me in line, took me off. Man, I'm sweating. I don't know. One of these days, if I remember, we had a series in Jamaica by a guy named Oliver. And he has one of his movies. He was coming to the United States, and he was dressed just like I was. So it was like, man, are you Oliver or something? And he finally checked my stuff and said, okay, you can go. I didn't have anything. It was good for me because, you know, the line that I was in was very long. So when he was finished with me, I was just able to get out. My brother was out there. He just helped me, took my stuff. But yeah, back to the Anderson stuff. So I got through, came to Anderson University School of Theology. That was in 92, December, came here, got there in January 93. When I came the night, okay. I'd called from New York to the school and asked them if they had any transportation for me to get from the airport. And they said, no, they don't have any transportation to pick me up. I didn't know I was going to get there. I thought they said there was going to be a bus, which I found out now is a Greyhound bus. By the time I got to Indianapolis Airport, the Greyhound had gone. I checked on the price already for it to go to Anderson. And the guys were charging me like $70 for taxi to take me to Anderson from the international airport. I said, yeah, I ain't paying so much money. So I went over to the, they have this transport section over there and talked to this lady, and she says, well, this is the limousine section now. And she says, well, there's a guy out there, he has a limousine, he's not one of the best. But he probably, if you talk to him, he'd probably take you. Well, he had TV inside the limo. I didn't have any idea where I'm going. Never been there.
Yeah.
And I went and talked to this guy, and he said, okay, I'll take you for $40. I said, okay, good. I mean, that was 92, that's January 93. Maybe late December or whatever. It's kind of December, January.
Yeah.
And so he took me out. And so I went to Anderson University in a stretch lemon, white. Never driven one before, never driven another one after that.
But it was nice.
Yes, it was very nice looking at all this Indiana weathers, looking outside, all I saw was bare land, nothing on it. Never seen anything like this. I'm used to my trees. It's cold. I'm going up. They got to the school. Drove in, took my stuff out. I had a friend here at the time, and they called him, and I stayed by his place the night. I didn't have, another friend of mine had a house nearby, but other people occupied it, and the only place that was left for me, after I stayed with my friend the night, I had to go to this other place to look for him, walked around, found somebody, and I was able to live in the underground, what do you call it? The places downstairs. It was the rooms downstairs of the
basement.
Basement. I got a basement apartment, and I was near the boilers and all of that stuff. So I was right there. The boilers going on, and my little bed and my little stuff, and that's where I started out. That's in Anderson, Chestnut Street, not too far away from the college. The Sunday after that, I woke up in the morning, looked outside. I knew what it was, snow.
Had you ever seen snow before?
Yeah, I'd been to Canada before. So I had gotten through 1-2 weeks of snow up in Canada. But to see it here was, oh yeah. And then the Monday, I had to go to school. And during that week, there was no sunshine. Oh my man. And that's the first time I realized I began to appreciate my sun. I missed the sun. I didn't know it was so bad. It was dark. I get up this morning, there's no snow, no sunshine. Get up the next day, there was no sunshine. Wednesday I went to church, Wednesday I went to school, and the sunshine was outside, so I was excited. I forgot this winter, left my jacket hanging inside there, walked outside of the school, and out is like the weather says, I'm glad to see you. Come on out. It was so cold, man. Anyway, I learned that I had to keep myself warm. My brother had told me already that when I'm in Indiana in the winter, I must learn to walk from my heels to my toe. So I won't get tripped and won't slide. I got my winter clothes and got going. That first week we had to start working. Finally got a job, like some kind of like. What we did was to go to the resident halls at night and make certain that the students who come in, it's more or less working security. After a certain hour of night, I think it's 11 or 12, I don't remember what it was, we had to make certain that they signed in. And in the mornings, we had to make sure, well,